Are you thinking about buying in 2023? Buying a home here in Kona, Hawaii this year? Well, I'm here to get you prepared and get you ready. So get in the starting blocks. Put on those running shoes. Oh well, just kidding, maybe. Aloha! I'm Stephen Proski with the Real Estate Kona team. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am posting videos here each and every week on moving tips, market updates, neighborhood tours, and information I think you'd want to know more about the Kona area. If this is the reason why you're here, hit the subscribe button below. If you have a question about the Kona area or the market in general, feel free to leave me a comment. I'd be glad to help you if I can. The year has already started and there's lots of interesting things happening already. A client of mine has been looking for a property and I saw one the other day online and I immediately contacted them and they wanted to see it. Within 4 hours of hitting the market, we had saw the property and she was all excited and wanted to submit an offer. So the first question I asked, how are you buying it? She said, I need to finance it. I said, do you have a pre-qualification letter? She said, no. What? In less than 24 hours, there were 4 offers on the property and my buyer did not get the property because she did not have her pre-qualification letter prior to shopping. Sad. I think this might be what our first quarter of the year is going to look like here in Kona. So, how do I prepare for the buying of a home here in 2023 in Kona, Hawaii? First, get your financing in order. If you are planning on getting a loan, get your pre-qualification letter from your favorite lender. If you don't have one, I'd be happy to recommend you a lender here on the Big Island that I know that can assist you. Make sure you understand where the interest rates are at and the amount of down payment that is going to be required for you to obtain your mortgage. This point is extremely important because down payment percentages are not all the same for all properties. Is this purchase going to be your primary residence, a second home, an investment property, a single family dwelling, or a condo? The rates vary on the types of properties you are buying, so make sure you understand this moving forward. If possible, have a conversation with your lender and ask if the seller can credit you some money towards lowering your interest rate. Yes, there are rate buy downs available and this can reduce your overall mortgage payment once you close on a property. You may also ask whether the seller can credit you money towards your closing costs. These tactics can be used if you run across a property that has been sitting on the market for some time and you find the sellers are very motivated and want to sell. Next, be careful about pricing. What I mean about that? Pricing may be low in comparison to other properties that are on the market of similar styles. What I mean, you're going to see list prices on properties that you're going to say, wow, the market has shifted. Now's my big chance to buy. Well, my friend, get in line because other buyers are going to see the same thing as you are. Yes, those buyers who were shopping last year who didn't buy and decided to wait because interest rates spiked, inflation was running high, inventory is low, and they wanted to wait till the market crashed because what the media kept then telling them, the market's going to crash, and this has not happened. Everyone is thinking just as you are. Well, there are going to be other buyers wanting to see what properties that you like and more than likely write an offer and think that the same thing is going to occur. Prices have dropped now, it's time to buy. This is a strategy used all the time when a seller wants to sell their property and aren't concerned about the market and its conditions. Like they're downsizing, maybe a life change, moving to another state, possibly a divorce. Situations change and they just need to sell. Then they ask their agent, what should I sell my property for? Well, there are different strategies and tactics used when you're listing a property, and with interest rates spiked and the scare in the marketplace because buyers don't want to overpay like they may have overpaid in the past 2 years, let the price of the property lower than the comparables in their neighborhood and that'll attract more buyers. Let's see how that goes. Well, if it goes up, great. Then it's telling us there is interest, and more than likely there'll be multiple offers. If it goes down, then maybe the market is changing, and we may just need to sit at it a little longer than expected. The market sets the price, not the buyer, not the seller. Buyers and sellers are just tied to whatever is happening in their specific local market. And when a buyer and sellers meet and agree upon a price, terms and conditions, then that becomes the new market price. So when you see that lower price listing, just don't think you're going to scoop it up, move in, and everything's going to be all right. Nope, you might have to work a little bit to buy that property. There might be multiple offers, maybe not. Next, be patient. Yes, over the past several years, the real estate market has been extremely crazy, with buyers competing for the same homes since interest rates were at an all-time low, and we have been locked down for over a year from the pandemic, and everybody thought it was a great time to go out there and buy a home. Well, now that the interest rates have climbed and the media keeps on telling consumers that the market's going to crash, a lot of buyers have just dropped out of the marketplace. Yeah, they're sitting on the sidelines, waiting for prices to come down, waiting for the market to crash. So there's still opportunity out there for you. If you are patient and you don't have to buy in a specific time frame, then take your time.
Take a little time.
You could find a great deal out there if you are a little patient. If you lose a property, don't worry about it. It wasn't meant to be. I'm a firm believer in karma. Another property is out there waiting for you. You just have to be a little bit patient. Next, be flexible. Yeah, you work hard all week long and you want to go out and buy a house on the weekend. Don't give up the entire weekend to look. Especially here in Kona, you're probably not going to find a lot of properties that'll take up 2 days of your time. Probably you can get them all done in 1 day. But if you're not here on the island and you find that perfect house, you may want to consider buying it online. Yes, that happened quite a bit during the pandemic, and everybody was used to that here in Hawaii, and a lot of people from the mainland. If you tie up a property, buying it online, you can fly over here during the inspection, and if you don't like it, you could cancel out your contract and start the process all over again. You don't feel like you have to be rushed to go out there and buy a property. Make sure you're flexible and look at all your options when you're considering buying a home these days. But when those great opportunities pop up like I described at the beginning of this video, you need to be ready and jump on those and write a contract immediately. Feel free to reach out to me anytime if you have any questions about the buying process here in Kona, Hawaii. So summarizing the home buying process this year. First, make sure you have all your ducks in a row with financing. Make sure you have your pre-qualification letter in place before you even start shopping. You don't want to fall in love with a home and scramble around trying to get pre-qualified letter available to write that offer. Time is of the essence when it comes to buying a home. So make sure you are ready when the time is right. Second, be prepared that you might have to compete with other buyers for the home you fall in love with. Yes, all agents can provide you with the most recent comps, so you'll know whether the price of the home is either above the market value or below the market value. Be patient and don't feel you are being rushed to buy your next home. No, if you lose a property, you're gonna have another one come up in a matter of time. So just be patient. And finally, be flexible. Look at all your options when it comes to buying a home. Yeah, the market has slowed a little bit. Houses are staying on the market a little bit longer. There's less inventory and there's less competition. Over the past month or so, I'm still seeing some properties sell above list price. So just be aware. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope you found it informative. Have a great week. Mahalo.